Well, we're down to our last 2 boxes of Eaglemoss figures, and Searson's over there right now picking out which one we're going to look at today.
Dad, are these fragile?
Well, stick around and we'll take a look at which ones that are still in one piece that we can review today. Hey there everyone, my name's Perry.
And my name's Searson.
And welcome to the Potter Addict. Well guys, we are down to our last 2 boxes of Eaglemoss figures to complete this collection, and a huge thanks goes to Ian, who has helped me gather all these up. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the 3 that I got, that he replaced for me, that arrived damaged. Luna Lovegood, Remus as the werewolf, and Ginny. Ginny Weasley. So I will give you a spin arounds of those 3 in their complete and unbroken condition so that you guys can see those. I will tell you that these boxes have been opened because he asked me to review the rest of them prior to this so that he could get me everything that was broken in one fell swoop. So thank you so much, Ian, for all your help. You've been amazing throughout this whole experience. So, but without further ado, let's slide this over here and open this up, and you can pick out which one you want to start with.
I can't wait. Guess who it is.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember who's left. I'm gonna say Snape.
Snape.
Oh, even better, because I need a Molly Weasley in our collection. We don't have enough Molly Weasley representation in the collection, so I am absolutely glad to add her. Let's see, is this one? Yep, this has not been opened, so we will cut this one right here. Break into this. Now guys, like I told you, this collection is complete. I have them all for Harry Potter, and in the last video we'll kind of do a collection recap so that I can show you all the different ones again. We'll have them all on display so that we can go take a look at all of them, because there are some amazing ones, and by the looks of this one, she is definitely going to be an amazing addition for sure. There we go. I misplaced my knife, so going with scissors today. Let's put these over here, and let's flip her like this. Let's pull out Molly Weasley. Oh yeah, she's intact, and she looks fantastic. I'll let you see her. Be careful with that wand.
Yeah, it's so long.
Yeah, it is a long one, isn't it? I was just thinking the exact same thing. Her wand is really long. I'll pop this over here, and let's take a look.
It's like almost bigger than her body.
Than her leg, yeah, it is. It's like a broomstick almost. So let's take a look at Molly Weasley. I absolutely love this one. This is a immaculate, oh man, such a spectacular paint job. I mean, the texture of her wrap that she has on and her dress, the paint that goes around her face and hair, very, very spectacular. I will have to go back and look at the movies to see if her wand is truly this massive. I mean, this wand is like the size of her leg, the length of her leg, and it is huge. But this is a fantastic Molly Weasley, such a great addition. Very, very happy to have this one. The odd thing about this is that they give you, Eaglemoss does a Molly Weasley, but they never did an Arthur Weasley, which, I mean, to me is shocking because he's just as big a character as Molly is. So, disappointing, but I mean, Arthur is less represented in the wizarding world and all the collectibles than Molly is. So, which is criminal, but it's just the way it is. Yeah, bud.
But, is that her husband?
Yeah, Arthur Weasley's it's her husband. That's
okay,
right.
Guess who's next?
I'm gonna say you're gonna pick the opposite of whatever I say anyway. So I'm gonna say I'm going Snape again. I'll get it right eventually. Who do we got here? We got we've got Remus Lupin, the non-werewolf version. So let's take a look at him now.
And what's the werewolf called? Just Remus Lupin?
He's just he's the Remus Lupin as the werewolf. So
I thought they would have a name Wait, I look in the list.
You want to look at the book? Oh, that's taped. Hold on 1 second here.
Why would it be taped?
It's got the tape from the box latched onto it, so we'll get that one off there. Yeah, there's lots of good details. Now, those little books that come with each figure are absolutely chocked full of little like tidbits about each character in the movie. Little different things, you know, that are cool. I mean, it just really, it's kind of like an extra detail that they didn't have to do, but they did, and I absolutely love that little piece of it. So I currently have all of the books in the boxes, but I've read the ones that I've opened so far, and there's some great pieces of information in there. So definitely something that you wanna look at when you get it. Absolutely. Here, give me this, and I'll put this away. But if you've never taken the time, or you don't have any of these, it is really a great touch that they add to each one of these little figures. So to give you that extra book with the information. All right, are you ready?
I have a question.
I have an answer. Maybe.
You see the fingers? They're connected. Look at those lines.
Yeah, I see that. I see what you're saying. So, okay. Well, let's take a close look at Remus Lupin. Now, they did a spectacular job with his paint. He looks phenomenal. The separation between his skin and his hair and everything else. The one little flaw that is something that my detail-oriented son pointed out is that they kind of mangled his fingers on his one hand. They're kind of bumpy and not as detailed. It's almost like they didn't cut out the mold properly in that particular spot, so you don't have the separation between his fingers. But I love his pants, his jacket, the fact that he's holding the Marauders map, the look on his face. I mean, you can just see him standing in his office scolding Harry about using the Marauders map and the map falling into the wrong hands. So I love it. Fantastic, great addition, such a good piece. And again, so when I started this journey out, I told you guys that they're like 70-30. 70-30 good versus bad. And I have to amend that statement because honestly, I think that they're more like 95-5. There are a ton of figures that are just amazing. The details are amazing. There might be a small little flaw here and there, but they're small things. There's only a small handful that are really honestly bad. And those particular ones, the three that come to my mind, are the 3 Harry Potters. All 3 of the Harry Potters, especially the one where he's year one. Year 1 Harry Potter is horrendous. Really, really bad. The paint job's bad. The way it looks is just bad. But you got to have it to complete the collection. So he is part of mine. I've got all 3 of those, but they're just not my favorite. But there are far more amazing ones just like these than there are bad ones. So slide both of those in. What? Am I guessing again?
Yeah.
Snape.
Snape?
I'm going to get it right eventually. Snape.
I'll give you a hint. There's no Snape in the box.
Oh, I wasn't going to get it right eventually anyways, but we got McGonagall.
I'm just kidding.
Fantastic McGonagall. I love her figure. I love the versions of her that I have throughout my collection. What do we got? We got the Inesco version behind me over there. We've got the Gentle Giant version over there. There are some fantastic McGonagalls. Really good ones. I don't know what this one's going to look like up close. Oh, but they did. No, they did a good job. She's fantastic. Let me undo her twisty tie here. And now, as far as McGonagalls go, they do kind of waver a little bit. Like this one's face is a little bit more gaunt, a little bit more kind of stretched out and thin than the actress's face actually on the box. Here, look at her face on the box, then look at her face there. See how it's kind of a little bit more elongated and everything?
Like more skinny.
Yeah, exactly. But it's still a good piece. And the paint looks, I haven't got a close look to really examine it, but the paint looks like it's in good condition. Like they've got the details. Do you got something? Go ahead.
Yeah, actually there is a Snape in this box.
Oh, you stinky cheater. I knew you were lying. I knew it.
You
wanted to win. I didn't know it was a competition. I'm winning regardless because I get to add these to my collection.
Oh yeah.
Let's get this off without wrap taking off her hat.
I like this one. I wish the face was a little more winky.
You look at that. While I put this away.
Dad.
Yeah.
This looks like a boy.
It's a little on the masculine side of the face, but I mean, I don't think it's bad though. I think it's a good representation of McGonagall. I think they did a pretty good job. The robes look fantastic. But let's take a closer look at Professor McGonagall. Now, the robes look absolutely spectacular. Her hand holding the wand looks fantastic. There is just a little bleed over from her hand onto the wand there. The painting of her face underneath her hat all looks spectacular. I will say that the face, is a little on the masculine side. I think it's the thinness that stretches it out and makes it a little bit more masculine, but still a fantastic piece. Very, very well done. Very happy to add this one to the collection. I love Minerva McGonagall and think she's a fantastic character in the movies. I just love her little cameos and her disappointing tones that she gives to the Ron and Harry all the time. So,
Dad, who do you think's the...
I'm gonna have to go with Professor Snape.
You're wrong.
Am I?
Yes.
Did you trick me?
Yeah.
Let me see who you got. Who do we got? Oh no, I got it right. Severus Snape, everybody. So I knew I'd get it right eventually. Now I will admit that I do not know who we have left in that next box. I don't know who we're missing from the collection. I'd have to really look before we do that next video and see if I can figure out who we're missing from the actual collection itself. So,
hey Dad.
Yeah.
Do we have the Phoenix?
Yep, I have the Phoenix. Yeah, Fox is over on the Fox shelf on the other side.
I know one.
What's that?
Well, we don't have.
What's that? Who?
What's her name? What's his name? Hedwig?
There is no standalone Hedwig. Yeah, there's no standalone Hedwig.
How about that guy? The one in the red?
The one in the red?
Are
you talking about Victor? Victor Crumb from the Durmstrang school?
No, the one with the brown hair.
Yeah, that's Victor Crumb. Yeah. They didn't do one of him, so they don't have one for every character. I wish they did have more, but unfortunately, he did not make the cut for them. So
you have Hagrid, right?
I do have Hagrid. Hagrid was one of the first ones I added. So, so let's get this box out of here.
Wait,
we're done with that. Let me have those. Okay. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll pick it up later. So, but let's take a closer look at Severus Snape. Snape is fantastic. They did an amazing job depicting him in his dark overcoat with his dark robe kind of draped across his shoulders, his sleeves kind of taking over his hands. They're just barely kind of peeking through. The look on his face, his hair, perfect. This one is a fantastic representation of the quality of work that Eaglemoss is capable of. There are some ones out there that are not as great as these, but these are fantastic. Very, very nice. And then we've got, I'm going to reach down here and we'll pull out the 3 that we got the repaired versions of.
Wrong way.
And they look fantastic. So we've never given a proper spin around to Luna. So let's start with Luna. Luna Lovegood looks amazing. She is quintessential Luna with her Spectre specs on, holding her Quibbler. She's got her little, fun skirt on with her blue leggings, her hair off to the side with her little earrings in. They are spot on with this one, guys. Spot on. This is another amazing version of this character. They did that one complete justice. Luna Lovegood looks fantastic. And then we've got Remus Lupin as the werewolf, which is another spectacular one. I'm really glad that they added this one because I don't have a, well, Funko. I've got a Funko version, but you know, I love all elements of collectibles for the Harry Potter line, but I like have some more realistic pieces as well as like the fun and cartoony pieces like, you know, Funko. So this is my first realistic werewolf of Remus Lupin. So because Gentle Giant gives you a Remus Lupin and then a Remus Lupin in transformation, so his teeth are coming out, he looks more manic and crazed in his face and everything, but not the full werewolf. So this is a fantastic ad, and if you take a closer look, I mean, I love kind of their take on a werewolf. You know, how he's just got this strip of hair down his back, but he's kind of gaunt and almost you know, bony in appearance. I mean, he has almost no muscle, just like skin and bones. You could see his ribs clearly, and that face with like Remus's hair on top that's combed over to the side like the character itself, I think is fantastic. This is spectacular. And then if you remember, when we opened up Ginny was missing her peg, right? The little stirrup for her broom. So Ian was kind enough to make sure that he sent me an extra one of those that I could cleanly attach, and she looks fantastic and good as new. So spectacular day for Gentle Giant, guys. They did a phenomenal job giving us some great characters here today. And my only question to you guys is, which one is your favorite? Which one is the showstopper for the day today? If I had to pick one, I think my pick is going to surprise you guys, because I'd honestly have to go with Molly Weasley. Molly Weasley what's that? Did you know?
Yeah.
You knew that? Molly Weasley is my favorite one of this group. I mean, there are some spectacular options up here. There is no wrong answer again, but Molly Weasley is phenomenal, and I'm happy to actually have a true Molly Weasley in my collection. So, yeah.
Which one's my favorite?
I'm going to say the werewolf is your favorite.
Snape.
Really? Now that really surprised me. I thought for sure you were going to go with the werewolf. So, well, guys, I am truly happy that we got to open these guys up because we got some fantastic options in here today. But we are at that point in the video where I need you guys to do me a favor. If you haven't yet, please click that subscribe button, click that bell notification, give us both a thumbs up, and don't forget to check us out on Instagram and TikTok too. But guys, I truly appreciate you joining us for yet another magical moment, and until next time, all you wizards and muggles alike, keep it magical.